Oh, we tell you all the time. We keep receipts here at Sports Day 560 WQAM at my cousin Vladimir Lilson. I am Dan Day. It's time to pull out those receipts and check. Just kind of check.
Walmart receipts or Target receipts or CVS?
I go to Target, man. I'm a Target guy. I don't know. A punching bag for Dolphins fans, even to this day. Old man Vic Fangio.
Fangs!
Oh, my God. What a bum. Tapioca pudding.
Love those.
Oh, old man.
They were hating on the old
Lost touch with the game. Sucks. This defense was pretty good last year, to be honest with you. The problem was
Top 10?
Defense was not a problem with the Dolphins last year.
Top 10.
Ran him out of town.
Said he was
Savon
too
Holland,
old.
kick rocks.
Kicked him and his tapioca pudding out.
Jalen Ramsey, nah. Nobody liked him. Everybody can't. He handcuffing
By the
Cam.
way,
Handcuffing Cam Smith.
For players that didn't really like him, they must have liked the scheme because they still were a top 10 defense. They must have liked something.
The defense was good last year. No. And even to this day, Vic Fangio just gets berated. You know who has the number one defense yards average-wise in the whole NFL?
Yeah, with a white cornerback. It's unbelievable. Cooper DeJean. It would be the Philadelphia Eagles, sir.
You know who's top, not top, but one of the tops in the league for touchdowns allowed this year?
Would it be the Philadelphia Eagles defense, sir?
That is correct. You know another team that is tops in the league for touchdowns allowed?
Would it be the Minnesota Vikings?
Who is the defensive coach at the Minnesota Vikings?
I believe he's a former Miami Dolphins head coach, Brian Flores.
Yeah. Interesting. Defense now for the Dolphins, it's 9th overall, 318 and a half.
That's pretty good.
28 touchdowns. Dolphins still good. We're not.
They ain't number one.
I mean, now you're going to argue this. You know, the Eagles have a stacked defense. They've got all types of players.
No. Because last year these are the same players.
Can't devalue. Keep it receipts.
Last year their defense wasn't like that.
If we're keeping receipts, and you're a Dolphins fan, leave Vic Fangio alone. He's proven himself over and over and over again. And maybe he didn't get along with everybody on the team, but his defense was pretty darn good. And now his defense in Philadelphia is really good. Brian Flores, I think, for the most part, Dolphins fans don't hate. I don't hate Brian Flores. I think he's an all right guy. I think he kind of got done dirty. And although, you know, snitches get stitches. I mean,
snitches get stitches. And the streets always need a body.
You know who has the number 2 pass defense in the league?
Minnesota Vikings?
Philadelphia Eagles.
Philadelphia Eagles, okay.
So number 1 overall defense, number 2 pass defense.
With intangible cornerbacks.
Dolphins number 11. And then I'm trying to find the rush defense. So
no, you're not running on the Eagles.
To make it even better, you know who has number 2 rush defense? That is your Minnesota Vikings.
Oh yeah, you're not running on the Eagles.
The Eagles are up there at number 8. Actually, Dolphins have a better rush defense by 0.2 yards than the Eagles.
So what you're trying to say is that the last 2 maybe defensive coordinators of the Miami Dolphins and people who've been run out of town,
pretty good,
have been doing excellent jobs coordinating with for other teams.
I think
with former Dolphin players as well.
Yeah, Andrew Van Ginkel's having a caliber safe season that he's probably in the MVP talk for Defensive Player of the Year. I mean, he's got to be in the talks. Yeah, and we decided not. I know he was coming off an injury. A lot of people would like we could have kept him for cheap. Yeah, I think we were more worried about the injury bug thing, and it looked like Van Ginkel definitely likes playing for Brian Flores because he played for him with Vikings and is having a career year. Just keeping the receipts. That's all.
That's some good receipts.
And I'll do it again. I warned you. I said Christian Wilkins, man. I think it's okay that we let him go. Oh no!
I give you that. No. You were one. You were.
And I don't want to hear, oh, well, if you be healthy. No. It's not about if and
you weren't that
I wasn't upset.
Why is the word I want to say downtrodden?
Yeah.
But you weren't upset. You weren't like it. Like, even though I felt like, you don't let. I think, let me say this before we go to break. I think the fact that he was drafted, you know what I'm saying? Like, when it's one of your own, it's the same way, almost like the way Heat fans feel about Tyler. You drafted him. You see the potential. It's like you want that to grow up and you want to grow with him and be like, yeah, I've had this player for a long time. It means a lot to certain to fans that when you draft a player and the player spends quite a period of time with that team, you feel one with that with the player. There's a connection. And when they're good and they're so good to the community and stuff like that, that Christian was, you see the connection. But sometimes it's business, man.
Yeah,
And
it's business.
it's business.
Vic Fangio got a good defense. Brian Flores got a good defense. Dolphins got a good defense too. We got a guy in Anthony Weaver, so I guess everybody wins.
Or do they?
Why do I feel